and welcome back to Libra Moon Tarot. In this video we're going to do a reading to try and get some guidance from Spirit on what areas of yourself you might try and work on during the month of November. I've got some different oracle decks here, my tarot decks, and we'll just go through and just get some general advice from Spirit about what we can improve on and what we can work on for the month of November.
Hey, hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. So in this reading we're going to go through what areas of yourself, areas within yourself that you need to focus on and reflect on for the month of November. So I just have some oracle decks down the end here. Are going to give me messages from Spirit. This deck is the Vampire deck by Lucy Cavendish, and this is just going to give me an idea of your shadow self, of the more negative traits that you try and hide that perhaps we can improve on for the month of November. And this is some tarot that will help clarify the message. So let us get started. Spirit, some messages please for Capricorn for the month of November. What area within themselves do they need to focus on? What part of themselves do they need to focus on please for the month of November? Earth and ground. Cut the cords. And surrender. Spirit, what messages for Capricorn please? What area within themselves do they need to focus on for the month of November? Messages please for Capricorn for the month of November. Top and bottom. The power of purpose. The rose's kiss. Great and full. Oh, hello, pull two. It is what it is, Capricorn. Exposed and revealed. I think I'm getting some of your, and I'll pull one more. The Oracle's gift. You're feeling a little bit exposed at the moment. That's what I'm getting from these cards as well, Capricorn. And you're not sure how you feel about that. Messages for Capricorn, please. Spirit, messages for Capricorn. What area of themselves do they need to work on, please? Messages for Capricorn. What area of themselves do they need to work on for the month of November? Relationships. And I just pulled two, I think. Stay connected. So again, this deck, these cards are just going to tell me a little bit about your more negative traits that we can work on, Capricorn. Ooh, without them falling all over the place. Some messages, please, Spirit. What shadow traits does Capricorn need to work on for the month of November? And at the bottom, I think. No, just the, okay, the two. No? This young lady is popping up in nearly every reading, and you saw she just flipped out then. Her name is Maynard. Madness, static ritual, and energy release. That death will come. Eternal youth. Courtesy. Seduction. And death rites. I am picking up a bit of anger at the moment, Capricorn. I think I had that with another pile too, which is fair enough. There is a lot going on 2020 has not been the best year. And you have a right to be angry, but you don't have a right to take that out on other people. But what I'm picking up is a bit of anger. And self-sabotage just popped into my head. Self-sabotage is the worst trait, and it is so hard to let go of that negative voice in your head. That self-sabotage can be anything from realizing you're doing it, like, starting that new diet and an hour later you're eating chocolate cake, even though you've just started that new diet and you're going to be healthy and you need to do it for your weight and for your health. And then another form can be procrastination, putting that diet off, and I'll do it tomorrow and I'll do it tomorrow. Perhaps that's why you're so angry at the moment, Capricorn, is because you're recognizing that self-sabotage and you just can't control it, and that is all within your head. Unfortunately, the mind is a very tricky, very strong tool. The message that I'm picking up from these three cards is that needing to just let go and give to spirit, just needing to ask, just to some of the materialism at the moment, perhaps minimalizing some of that, and just sitting down and giving yourself to spirit, just letting go of trying to release some of that anger, that negativity that you're holding on to at the moment. That will help with the self-sabotage, especially that negative voice. Recognizing when you do start self-sabotaging. That is probably why you're feeling a little bit exposed. You don't want other people to realize it, which is it's a crazy thing, but we get like that. That they're going to find out that, you should have started that diet. You could have bettered yourself. You should have been studying, and you could be up to your, third chapter, or you could be up to that third class on it now, or that, but you just kept putting it off and procrastinating, and you're scared other people are going to see that and see it as a failure. And that's why you're feeling exposed at the moment. And that's why, and then because of that procrastination, because of that self-sabotage, you're then getting angry. And you need to try and find a way to let that go, Capricorn. It's a vicious cycle. And you just need to give in to spirit, to push all that materialism out of the way for a day or two, and then just focus on being in the moment, being present in your surroundings at the moment, sitting down and meditating, however you like to. Being more aware of the moment, keeps popping up in my head, being more aware of your current surroundings, where you are right now, what you're doing right now, instead of what you should have been doing, what you've just missed out on because you self-sabotaged, because you procrastinated, because you keep, perhaps you're trying for this relationship and you just do little things, you ignore them, you don't answer their message, you are rude to them just because you think deep down you don't deserve them. And that's self-sabotage. What messages? So this is the Oracle Tarot deck, and they're just going to give us some more messages, please, Spirit, for our lovely Capricorns. What areas of themselves do they need to work on for the month of November? What areas within themselves do they need to work on for the month of November, please? We have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Sun. I feel like I need this one at the bottom, and the Five of Wands. Focusing on focusing on being in the present of what's happening now. Being happy for the moment that you're in. Let's have a look at, this is the Seer's Tarot deck. Some more guidance, please, Spirit, for Capricorn. Some clarity. Again. Two of Cups. The Eight of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands. I'm getting her a lot, but for different areas, for different meanings of different readings. But for you, Capricorn, it's to do with focusing on the moment, being grateful for being what's in front of you, for having what's in front of you at that moment, at that time. The Hanged Man, again, trying to stop that self-sabotage, being grateful for the moment that you're in. And the King of Cups, yes. So that's what we need to work on for you, Capricorn, for the month of November, is surrendering to Spirit, surrendering yourself to that moment, to being present, trying and letting go of this anger and working on that self-sabotage, recognizing when it pops up, recognizing when you're procrastinating. I can understand at the moment, especially if you're in lockdown and you can't go anywhere and you're stuck in the house and you put everything off and you notice you're laying around all day. Maybe start getting up, start moving, start reading that, book on self-help that you've been putting off. Start reading that book on gardening that you've been putting off. Start doing the gardening if you've been putting it off. It can also lead to, especially procrastination, can also lead to depression as well, because you keep putting it off and then you keep going back into your head, and I should have done this then, and I should have done that then, and needing to be more joyful in the present moment. It will help to let go of the anger, the bitterness. So, yeah, I hope this has helped, Capricorn, for the month of November. Please feel free to leave a message for me down the bottom. And I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Thanks.